I think about the young lady. What's your name in the back, Matt? Yeah. And I'm using you, but I know it's a lot of people that are curious about that when you talk about transition. She shares another amazing option. We've heard so many different options that are out. But I think the bigger question is, if you went in there tomorrow morning with a commission contract and said we're switching over next week, that's the question. What then? Because you could do that. What then?
For me?
Yes, for your business. No, you asked how do you transition from booth over. So with your staff you have now, if you wanted to go, and we're not here to knock rental, we haven't really talked about suites today, that's another thing that's happening, but if you were to go over and all 9 of us work for you and you came to us in the meeting and said we're going to commission, what will happen? Because that's the question. It's not how do you do it. What will happen?
I think that will quit.
Okay.
They're used to paying,
Got it.
making their money. They're gonna-
No problem. Is that a fear?
I think it'll be a problem.
It's not
You think it'll be
for
a...
me. They're for me.
Okay, well, but in order, I do coaching. And like anything else, we gotta deal with the question that's behind the question that's behind the question. Is that a fear, brother?
It's gonna be a problem.
It's a problem, or the fear is the revenue that you're getting in is going to walk out the door.
Yes, me, I guess.
You gotta look for other people.
We gotta say it.
You gotta look for people that's gonna say it.
So why haven't you done that very simple move?
But I'm gonna have to break it down.
No. We going to commission. Huh?
It's gonna stop. It's gonna be a shock.
Okay, but that's one option. What if everybody dipped?
Well, let me ask you it. If she said that everybody's on a contract, they can't go nowhere. So even if you said...
Let's go real reality. What if everybody in a situation, because it's either or. What if everybody dipped? This is game. This is major game. This is pre-game. What if everybody scoop? What's the booth? Let's put it out there. Got some hustlers in here. What's the booth? 170 times what? Let's say it's times 10. That's 1,700 a week. They got people that could do that in retail in here. Let's start there. Nobody in the salon. You're moving $2,000 a week in retail. Hold on, because I've heard this 1,000 times. You're not asking how to transition. You're saying, how do this work while I don't lose?
Well, I will say this, our contract with the building, we was very smart about that, is if we lose everybody, it goes back down to what we.
Forget the contract. Let's just talk internal. What if they all leave?
We'll be good.
All right.
We'll be good.
Well, let's start from there. Guys, in the beauty industry, we talk about 2 different ways. We got some natural girls in here, right? What's the 2 ways you can go natural from relaxer? And what else? We've got to embrace in business big chopping. And saying, yo, everybody go, because we know when you big chop up your hair, guess what? Everything grow back healthy. We don't have to worry about nobody being in the business, trying to be both sides. And guess what? The new growth wins in a transition. There's a line of demarcation, and if you're going to really own the business, this is my encouragement. I got 2 different options. Number 1, you can big chop. And you can start over, but you got to be brave and say, this is what we want. We're not going back to that way, and build a real business that benefits both parties, not that's owner exclusively heavy or the stylist. There's a belief that booth benefits the stylist, team. Stop calling it booth rent and commission. Separate and together. I want to transition from a separate way of mind and the people in my business to a culture that is together. Forget booth and commission because they got bad connotations. If you're going to switch over to here, let's build it the right way. I would encourage you should put about 5 people inside of your business before you even hire a stylist. The receptionist up front that's moving to retail that turns 50% of your business to a store, way more beneficial than a stylist a lot of times. An assistant that can double and duplicate you, that can run now 12 a day instead of 7, a lot more beneficial, and all they want is an hourly pay. Free lunch and get their hair done once a week. An apprentice in most instances that you pull not from cosmetology. I'm encouraging you to look in your clientele. Somebody in your clientele want to be a hairdresser. Loyal, we're trying to graft in people and graft in branches on a plant. Grow your business from scratch. Train people, grow them. Somebody talking about training. And by the time a stylist comes, this is the receptionist front desk Trey is the duplicate, or he the lead, I'm the duplicate, and we got an assistant. Now you got to join us as a team. And this is why, because he's going to do the marketing, the front desk is running your social media. We posting 10 times a day for you. You don't have to worry about that. We're bringing in education. We're bringing in James once a month or once a quarter for education. You're going to have to build it over. Trying to transition, you're going to have two different textures. We are trying to switch over and kind of keep the old status. Guys, I let my entire salon go one Saturday, scared the devil out of me, but I knew this is 2010, let alone today. Jermaine talked about it, how we're having this conversation. It's not awful, but there's some other stuff on the other side. There's some things that people can do in team concept now with Instagram stories, live in a timeline that you can't even duplicate by yourself. But somebody say, well, yo, I'm not switching over to commission. Option number 2. When you buy an apartment or a home, how do they judge how you pay for it? Credit. Number 1, credit. But how do they judge what your monthly rent or mortgage is?
Square footage.
Thank you, boss.
Square footage.
Square footage. Now, this is how you got to play the game. Let's say if it's Israel, I can use this. I got a lot of friends in the room. Yo, I do booth. You want to keep that. And we're seeing the game with suite owners. This is how we're going to play it, though. We're going to charge by square footage. Somebody said by the 2 feet? Nah, shout it. Nah, that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to judge by how much, because what they judge on is how much you going to utilize this house. You being the 3, well, man, I'm going to just use 1 bedroom. And, you know, my cousin, Ernst, can come once a month, but I want a 3-bedroom house. Nah, dog, you're going to pay for 3 bedrooms. And that sunroom. And access. And the amenities. So what we're going to do is we're going to average, on average, this chair can make 60 an hour. 35 hours, I give you lunch every day. And then all we want out of that is 15%, which escalates the booth to what it really is. Now, if you want to go and take 3-hour lunches, that's on you. And because suite owners don't play that game. They judge by the footage and by the amenities. But the challenge is we're doing with booth, and this is what my brother and I haven't met before, but I've seen him online. There's so many people in here I want to meet even after this, is like you said, we've been conditioned. We're charging booth because we got off of booth. All you gotta, it's a team concept in working together. So we're so fearful that you're gonna turn it down because you would have turned it down. But if you're offering it, if you want to just keep booth. So now if this check can make $3,500 a week, all we want is 10%. So now booth is $350. Well, I don't want to pay that. Well, dog, that's what this chair can make. Because if I was in there, I would make 5 racks. If you wanted to keep that model, just explain it to people where it makes sense business-wise versus this lump. We haven't gotten over 175 in 15 years nationally. But it is a concept that it's like, if we just break it down, like, no problem. But we're going to charge by what this is worth. And we're going to tie in the fact that we got Charmin in the bathroom. And we're going to tie in the fact that you don't have to pay for parking. And we're going to tie in the fact that you always asking for the Wi-Fi code, and you know we got to pay for that. So do your own thing, but all of this is, people look at that and they run away. Or they re-up and say, well, I still get my freedom, but I can't get at 150 no more. And the idea of running a business, don't be afraid to just quietly, not even a bad thing. You know how I did it? Yo, man, I know you're not going to take this contract. Take care. I already know. I know because you're a one-namer. I'm going to start over. And guess what? I don't want any of your clients. I'm going to tell everybody where you went is no problem. We're going to start this over. And guess what? The next crew I got, it didn't work. I had a coup. Anybody had a walkout? I had a walkout the next crew. You think I went back to booth? Nope. Or not even booth. You think I went back to people coming in and running their own business inside of mine? I didn't go back to that. And the next time, I brought in an assistant. I brought in a receptionist. I took my time. Don't be afraid. Because eventually somebody going to see you laying in bricks. Look at him with them bricks. All right, keep watching, dog. look at him with that wall. It's a wall now. Look at him in that room. Yes, indeed. Man, he got a house. And it's solid. And then you could duplicate in schools and things of that nature. So transitioning is a word that we're embracing. Don't be afraid to even let the people, hey, man, because they're going to hold you hostage if you don't.